European socialists were left in disarray Sunday night after failing to capitalize on an historic economic and financial crisis to harvest disaffected voters in parliamentary elections. Sarkozy did gangbusters. Merkel did gangbusters. Let me ask you, where is the state-run media with stories today about what essentially is the Obama agenda being rejected by European socialist countries? Right-wingers won election all across the European Union. Here is a quote from this story. Some socialists have even spoken of possibly changing their name to Democrats. The name socialist, the word socialist, they thought harmed their re-election chances. The thinking is that a different title, Democrat instead of socialist, might help the group, particularly in Eastern Europe. Which then, of course, begs the question, why don't the Democrats in this country change their name to socialists? Let's go to the phones. We'll start in Fort Myers, Florida. This is David. Thank you for calling, sir. You're up on the EIB network. Hi.
Good afternoon, Rush. First-time caller and listener since the TV days.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to bring up the unemployment rate. Like many of other colleagues in Southwest Florida, I was involved in the real estate market. And those of us in real estate, mortgage broking, and so on, were independent contractors. Therefore, the thousands of us across this country were never eligible for unemployment. Those figures are never counted. I just wondered just how artificially low that unemployment rate is. And the second point is that the unemployment rate being a lagging indicator, if the economy was this bad months ago and it's getting worse, just where are we going with the unemployment rate?
Well, the real unemployment rate is about 14 or 16%, 15.9%. I saw this last week. The numbers that are not tabulated are the people who've given up trying to find jobs. The real unemployment rate skyrocketing and high. You got to hear these next two sound bites from Obama, by the way. Let's go back. Grab number 30 first. This is March 3rd of this year. Barack Obama with Prime Minister Gordon Brown from Britain. They're speaking to the press. There's a little bit of what Obama said.
What I'm looking at is not the day-to-day gyrations of the stock market, but the long-term ability for the United States and the entire world economy to regain its footing. The stock market is sort of like a tracking pole in politics. It bobs up and down day to day. And if you spend all your time worrying about that, then you're probably going to get the long-term strategy wrong.
Bottom line, Obama pays no attention to the stock market. It's a tracking pole. You pay attention to that. Your long-term strategy is going to be skewed. I don't care about stock market. He said that when it was plummeting. This afternoon in Washington, he said this about the stock market.
Although we've seen some stabilizing in the financial markets and credit spreads have gone down, we're seeing a reduction in the fear that gripped the market just a few months ago. Stock market's up a little bit.
So back in March, you didn't care about stock market when it was plummeting. You can't look at that. It goes up and down. It's like a tracking pole. I mean, I've been in politics. You watch tracking poles, it can get taken off your game. You lose sight of the big picture. Now with nothing of any substance that is optimistic or good to be able to hang his hat on regarding the U.S. economy, he goes to the stock market. Hey, you know what? Stock market up a little bit. Stock market looking pretty good out there. What is the stock market? Let me click in here and see what... I may not get this to read out for me before the break happens. We are down 104 points. Stock market down 104 as of a couple minutes ago, and he just said this, it's up a bit.
Coming soon, the longest, most electrifying adventure movie since MSNBC's Obamathon. 5 days in April. With Will Smith as President Obama. Will Smith as the boat captain held hostage. Will Smith as the SEAL team leader. Will Smith as the lovable radio man Sparks. And introducing Barack Obama as Will Smith.
Hey, this is my movie about me. Get out!
5 days in April, when our historically brave, courageous president had 3 of the Somali 4 shot without trial.
Wait. No. We need to do a rewrite.
They were just happy teenage pirates of color.
Where's Bill Ayers? I told him we needed to do some editing before this thing went out.
Who didn't stand a chance against the oppressive government that refused to reach out to them in friendship.
You got it all wrong. I'm the hero, not the villain.
They weren't read their Miranda rights or even served with a subpoena, just bumped off in the middle of the ocean.
This happened during my presidency, not George W.'s.
5 days in April. Directed by Janet Napolitano.
You idiot!
Funded by a generous donation from Acorn.
You idiot!
Moving America left, one vote at a time. 5 days in April. Coming soon to a theater near you. Now, an urgent message from Albert Gore Jr.
My fellow environmentalist, recently my purchase of carbon credits from a company I own to offset my personal carbon footprint has caused some to question my true beliefs in the cause of global warming. Rest assured that any profits from the credits I purchase to offset my energy use will be used toward the purchase of more energy, which will require me to purchase even more carbon credits. My computer models have shown this synergistic approach will cool the Earth 0.65 degrees by the year 2068. But to do it even faster, I need your help.
To help cool the Earth even faster, send a donation to the Albert Gore Jr. Utility Fund today and help Al purchase even more energy and more credits.
It's like the circle of life.
New from Republican Pictures, Citizen McCain. The true-to-life story of a senator who was willing to go across the aisle.
Senator, when are you coming back?
Legendary were the accomplishments of John Foster McCain. A solid Republican senator, except for campaign finance reform, illegal immigration, tax cuts, Guantanamo.
You forgot global warming.
Having lost in his first bid for the presidency, he wins his party's nomination in 2008 with a new tactic.
I am today what I have always been, a conservative.
Citizen McCain, starring the veteran director John McCain, star of such memorable films as The McCain Mutiny, The Gang of 14, and the popular C-SPAN TV series Maverick.
I don't care if I am the only Republican in this town to vote with Ted Kennedy. He's right.
A potent figure in the media who held dominion over the Senate, McCain is somewhat cautious on the campaign trail.
I believe that the policies of Rosebud are,
Rosebud? What does he mean,
needs.
Rosebud?
This country
He
needs.
can't bring himself to say Barack Hussein Obama.
Who
Doesn't want to offend anyone.
Citizen McCain, playing everywhere until the first Tuesday in November.
Ladies and gentlemen, the economic disaster, the tailspin, the destruction of the greatest economic engine in the history of the world, these policies of Barack Obama's, which have led us to this point, are precisely why I fearlessly said and still say, I hope he fails. Barack Obama failing to implement all this equals America surviving. That's why I want him to fail. I want my country to survive, thrive, and succeed, as well as many people in this country surviving, thriving, and succeeding as possible. So today, Barack Obama, it's really bad out there. Unemployment, it's really bad. We got to speed up the stimulus. Man, we got to speed it up. I mean, it called for it now, but May 27th, basically a little over a week ago in Los Angeles.
When you look at the economy right now, I think it's safe to say that we have stepped back from the brink, that there is some calm that didn't exist before.
It doesn't matter what this man says. What this man says is irrelevant. How he says it is all that matters. Today, we have to ratchet up, speed up stimulus spending. We got to go out there and create or save. Hardy har har. 600,000 new jobs, lickety-split right now. It's really worse.